Okay, this is not typically the type of video that I do, but I like the idea, and I don't want to start with the kits tier list because everybody does that. Anyway, this is Darian's tier list, and yeah, so I'm just gonna go through the maps and tell you my favorite. Yeah, alright, so I guess I'll go in order of how they are. City. A lot of people lag on this map, but I do not because I have a nice computer and it's actually pretty fun. And there's 6 enchantment tables on that map that I know of, which is kind of insane. Granted, most of them are packed together, but there's like 3 different spots you can enchant, which is pretty cool. So I'm just gonna put this B tier because I actually like it more than like an average map, I would say. It might be average. Mithril is average. Wait, that's Mithril V1. Okay, okay. Yeah, Mithril's actually pretty average. Actually, it's a little bit below average. Aelin's Tower, it's a 16-player map. It's a good map. I have Diver 10, although I don't play it much right now. That's a S tier. Oh, should I be picky with S tier? Or only make that like 1 or 2 maps? I'm just gonna put it here for now. Anyway. Calum V2, not as good as Calum, still a good map. You know what? I am going to put City here. Calum V2. The spawn is. It has much to be desired, alright? It's not the best spawn. I'm going to put this in B. It's a good map. B is a good map. C is a. I don't mind if I get this map kind of map. Anything below. Yeah, Pixelville. Honestly, a lot of people hate this map. I would put it C. Just solely based on the map. But it's a 32-player map. You're playing during Blitz Hour. You got 6 B hoppers in that game. It's going down to D. 6 might be an exaggeration, but you are going to get more hackers on Pixelville than any other map. I just put a 1 there somehow. That's amazing. Pandora, as probably like all of you know, this is the only map made by a Blitz player, which would be Rumble Crumble, which I watched a lot of his videos in the day. There, Puddle Jumpers actually has a video on this map showing a very cool Easter egg. There are actually 3 enchantment tables on this map. Fun fact. I actually tried that Easter egg in game, and it doesn't work in game. Not now, anyway. But Pandora, very good map. I'm going to put it A tier. It's better than Calum V2 in my opinion. Don't think that's everyone's opinion, but the map's got a lot of cool history. Also, I play Astronaut. That's a good map for Astronaut. Entherin, it's the worst 16-player map. Straight up. I'm going to put it at D. I don't get excited when I get Entherin. It's kind of boring. This is going to be very controversial. Winter, very OG map. It's very nostalgic, and I like that about it. But when I play on this map, or just as a map to play on, not my style. I don't play horse or donkey tamer. If I did, I'd probably like this map more. But it's very plain. There's ice PvP. I'm putting it E tier, which might shock a lot of you. It's a very big map. Yeah, it's just not the best map in my opinion. It's very nostalgic, but as a map, no, not good. Alice. Alice, one of the best new maps, honestly. It's one of the best 24-player maps, possibly the best 24-player map. I'm putting that boy at A tier. Proxima, also a very good 24-player new map. And it's got mycelium all over the place, which is my favorite block. Is it as good as Alice? No. So it's B tier, which I almost want to put at A tier. I guess I'll do that. I'll swap them around. Whatever. Don't the swap around in here, like, I'm not putting those in any order. Just Here, 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 and here. Yeah. Rainforest. I had a bad computer at the time of playing Rainforest, so I would lag. I was one of those that lag. I would like to see it come back. I don't think it's I don't think it's that great of a map, but I do want to see it come back and give it another try because we didn't get much time with it. As I'll recall, it's not the best for PvP, and it's mostly just a bunch of trees. So I'm gonna put it D tier, and it's a 28 player map, the one only of its kind, which is kind of strange, but cool, and I like that. And I think we should have more like not odd number. I mean, it can be an odd number, but more different number of player maps. Stone Guard. I don't play this often because I don't play much teams, but it seems like a very solid map. I'm gonna put it at B, and I don't play much, but a lot of flat ground. It's probably pretty good for Astronaut, honestly, and I like me some Astronaut. But yeah, I think that's actually a pretty solid map. I just don't have much, especially now since its deathmatch is fixed. Better. Although the border doesn't come in on this deathmatch, so it's not as good in that factor. Bastion. That's a pretty average map. Enough said. Docks V2. It is better than Docks V1. Goes there. I'm going to skip Docks V1. Goes to D. It's not as good as Docks V2, honestly. Mid's better on this one. That bridge off in that one corner when you go off a spawn, that is better as well. Peaks, A tier map. It's a small map, 16 player map. Not as good as some other 16 player maps, but because you got those mountains, those aren't really fun. You get those nons up in the mountain, and it makes the DM take longer, unless you do like swag move or something. But yeah, Callum. We know this is going S tier. I think I'm going to have 3 S tier maps. And I'll order these ones out. Callum is better than Aelin Sour, of course. Thorin. If you don't get spawn killed, it's a fun and nostalgic map. Other than that, it's average. Moonbase. Very good new map. Ooh, do I put it up with Alice? No, I don't. Do I? No, yeah. I mean, it's pretty much all flat. That is a good map for PvP, and that's all I need. Alexandria. Haven't given this one much thought. It's a good map. I mean, it's not a bad map. Do I get excited when I see it? Not really. The mid's kind of not the best. I'm going to put it at C for average. Mithril Revived is better than Mithril. Very average map. Cthulhu Island. Way too big. Too much water. E tier. Valley, 16 player. Good mix of water and land. That's an A tier map. Riverside. I'm debating on putting this one in S, honestly. It's a very fun map. Yeah, I'm actually going to put that in S. I didn't even think about that beforehand, but that's a 24 player map going into S tier. I almost always have an enjoyable game on Riverside. It's a small map. I mean, fix the spawn where one guy gets to escape, but other than that, yeah. And it's kind of got a different spawn than just the traditional circle. It's got all the chests kind of scattered around, which is kind of cool. Gulch, I played it, not much. It had that Gulch in it, which was not very fun. Not the best map. Gulch is E tier. I'm sorry. It's nostalgic, but it's not the best map. Darkstone. I don't play this one much either because I don't play much teams, but it's actually a good map. I'm going to put that B tier. Same with Stone Guard. They're kind of similar in my mind. This sort of in in the sort of PvP style you're going to do on it. It's mostly flat, but then you also got your really high up spawn with the 2 bridges, which is fun for astronaut, like for myself. Weird thing about this map, it often doesn't spawn the Blitz Star. It's usually you're going to deathmatch before that, which is kind of weird. Citadel, very nostalgic map. OG map right there. No enchantment table, which is the only map with no enchantment table, which is very weird. It's a good map. It's A tier. It's not S tier, it's A tier. Despair V1, trash, Grease. Not a bad map, but it's really weird. There's not too many chests near spawn, and it's pretty much 2 different maps, right? I mean, you got your whole village, and then you got your, say, I guess your high-class kingdom area, which makes sense since it's called Greece, but yeah. As far as the map goes, interesting. The spawn is very bad. It's C tier. The map is alright, but the spawn is pretty gross. Despair V2 obviously goes there. Egypt. I remember when Egypt was added, it had the diamond sword chest. That is no more, but Egypt, still good map. B tier. Shroom Valley. That's a C tier map. I think some other people would probably have that a little bit higher. Maybe a B, or maybe an A. Probably a B for most people. And this one's going to be a little bit different too. I don't like Hamani. It's not as bad as the Despair maps, but I am not a fan of Hamani. It's just, I feel like anytime there's an archer on there, I'm not winning that game for some reason. Persia. I'm debating whether I put it in B or A. Looking at my A list, it's not as good as those guys, so I'm going to put it in B. It's a decent map. I'm happy playing that map. Cattle Drive, favorite map. S tier, it's above all. It's above Callum, whatever. Most people have Callum as their number 1, but a good majority, or not majority, but a good amount of people prefer Cattle Drive over any other map, and I am one of those people. Mirador Basin, don't play it much. It's all right. You got that big lake on the side of it, which I am not a fan of. I don't imagine actually. Yeah, okay. D's respectable for that. Yeah, not the best map, but it's okay. Seafloor, B tier. It's better than these guys. Actually, I'm moving City. City is also B tier for me. Because I'm looking at this list and it matches with these guys better. Because I don't lag on it, so it's nice. It's actually not a bad map. That is my list. Please leave a comment. I like to hear feedback. Have a nice day.